Pas de soleil, pas de soleil, pas de soleil, la-la-la. Pas de soleil, pas de soleil, pas de soleil, la-la-la.
So, few days back, I got a WhatsApp message. It was an infographic in which the performance of Manmohan Singh's government was compared with the performance of Narendra Modi's government. You can see that on the screen right now.
अरे देवा ये गड़बड़ है बाबा।
I had similar reaction. By the way, if you have not watched Hera Fairy, please go and watch the movie. Obviously, after completing this video. I had many questions and this message was circulating on WhatsApp. And it is no secret that who is sharing those messages. Obviously, it is not Modi supporters who are sharing this. So I thought I should make a unbiased video analyzing this message. So in this video, I will try to declutter the message and find the truth behind it. So the first thing you need to know is what is FDI. FDI stands for Foreign Direct Investment. In simple words, if an individual or an organization invests money into a foreign organization, it is called an FDI. I will give you a simple example. Last year, Facebook invested in Reliance Jio. It paid $5.7 billion for 10% stake in Reliance Jio. So it was a FDI for India. If you look at the picture, the criteria used for comparison was India's ranking in Carney's Global FDI Confidence Index. Now the first question that came to my mind was that what is this Carney's Global FDI Confidence Index? Because generally we hear words like IMF report, World Bank report, Forbes. What is this Carney's? So the first thing you need to know is Carney. Now Carney is a leading global management consulting firm. It is a consulting firm. It works with Fortune Global 500, that is top 500 countries all around the world. It also works with influential governments and non-profit organizations. So what they do is that every year they conduct a survey in which they ask the top executives of big companies a set of questions in which they mainly ask the executives that what are they planning to do with the money, where they are planning to invest their money in next 3 years. They also ask many questions related to the investment environment, what they feel about a specific country, what they feel about the tax regulations, what they feel about the government and all other regulations, the resources available in a specific country. These are series of questions they ask in a survey, and then they collect the data from the surveys and create a report called Carney Global FDI Confidence Index. The report contains a list of top 25 countries that are most favored destination for foreign direct investment based on the opinion and the sentiment of these top executives of big companies. Now coming back to the message, you can see that during the Manmohan Singh government, India's ranking was higher, second, third, fifth. And during the Narendra Modi government, the ranking went lower, and in last 2 years, India is not even featured on the list. Okay, before moving forward, I would like to state some facts. Now, I personally feel these are facts. You may call them my opinion. First one is that in last 2 to 3 years, Indian economy has not performed to its potential. Indian economy has a great potential to grow, but in last 2 to 3 years, Indian economy has not performed. Second, this may be due to many reasons, but specifically what I've identified is that ineffective demonetization, inefficient GST implementation, and third one is a possible sheer negligence by the government on the economy. But the main big reason is the COVID-19 pandemic. So, what you are looking at is absolutely true. The ranking is correct. But as I explained you, this ranking is based on opinion and sentiments of top executives of few companies. The ranking is not based on data. If you take this picture at its face value, you might say that Modi has destroyed India's FDI, but that would be totally wrong. Let me explain you with the proper data. So on the screen you can see the WhatsApp message. what it mentioned is that India's ranking in Carney Global FDI Confidence Index in the first half, you can see under Manmohan Singh. Here they have given the tenure of Manmohan Singh from 2005 to 2013, and corresponding to it, they have given the ranking of India in the Carney Global FDI Confidence Index. And similarly, in the second half, they have given under Narendra Modi the tenure of Narendra Modi from 2014 to 2021, currently which is running, and the ranking of India in this index. Now you can clearly see that under Manmohan Singh, the ranking of India in this list was very good, and under Narendra Modi, it is quite bad. And in last 2 years, India has not even featured on the list. And at the end of the infographic, it is mentioned that from the second position in 2005 to out of the list in 2021. Now, there are many questions for this. The first question is it a true data? I will say that according to Carney Global FDI Confidence Index, these rankings, I have double checked them, and these are true rankings. But the important question is it a legitimate or justified data to show the foreign direct investment conditions in India, or the state of foreign direct investment in India? Is it really true that during Manmohan Singh's government, the foreign direct investment was much better in comparison with Narendra Modi? The first question is that. So what I have deduced from this additional data which I have gained, what I have deduced is that these numbers do not justify the current state of FDI inflows in India. What this additional data says is that FDI investment is much more better in the Narendra Modi government as compared to Manmohan Singh's government. So I will prove you with data. This Carney Global FDI Confidence Index is based on the sentiments and the opinions of top executives of companies. This is not based on data. It is based on their opinion, their plans, not based on data. What I have done is I have taken the solid data, and I will let you know with that data why foreign direct investment is better under Narendra Modi government than compared to Manmohan Singh government. So in the first column, you can see I have placed the tenures which you can see in the infographic. I have placed the Narendra Modi tenure and the Manmohan Singh tenure. I have placed the FDI index ranks. Now this is similar to the Carney Global Confidence Index. I have took the same numbers and I have put it here. In the third column, I have put the FDI inflows, that is foreign direct investment inflows. These are actual numbers in $1 billion. So in 2005, India received $7.27 billion as foreign direct investment. Similarly, you can see in 2013 it got $28.1 billion. Similarly, in third column, you can see here that in 2014, $34.58 billion, and in 2020, $75 billion as FDI in India. I hope you have understood this third column. In the fourth column, it is FDI rank. Now, it is very different from FDI index rank. Now, FDI index rank is this Carney Global FDI Confidence Index. I have placed this. This is based on opinion and the sentiments of the top executives. This FDI rank column is based on the countries which have received the highest amount of foreign direct investment. This is based on numbers. So in 2005, India's rank was 36. That means there were 35 more countries who got more than $7.27 billion as foreign direct investment. So you can see during Manmohan Singh's tenure from 2005 to 2013, the best rank his government got for India was 13th and the worst was 36th. So you can clearly see that it gradually improved from $7 billion to the highest of $43 billion. That was very impressive in 2008. But the ranking, you can clearly see that it is not that better. And if you see the average FDI inflows for the year. I have took the average of this all numbers, and every year Manmohan Singh government got $27.50 billion as foreign direct investment. Now let's compare this data with the Narendra Modi government. Now you can see in the first column you have 10 years of from 2014 to 2021. FDI index rank, it is absolutely worse than Manmohan Singh government. But as I told you, this is based on sentiments and the opinion of top executives. In the third column, these are actual FDI inflows. So in the 2014, India got $34.58 billion, and similarly it grew over the time. The growth was seen in the FDI inflows. In 2020, India got $75 billion as foreign direct investment, and the average FDI inflows in a year was $50.65 billion. Now, if you compare with the Manmohan government, it is almost double the annual foreign direct investment. And if you look at the ranking, FDI ranking, it is very clear from these last two columns. If you compare that, the ranking of India under Narendra Modi government has been far better if you compare to Manmohan Singh's government. Actually, it has improved, and in last year, India has acquired a third position. That means only two countries are above India in receiving the foreign direct investment. These are United States of America and China. And the third country is India. You must understand that in 2020, there was a currently coronavirus, COVID-19 pandemic is running. And in last year, 2020, there was a 47% drop in the foreign direct investment all over the world. Even then, India saw a growth in the FDI, and it did not see any decline in the foreign direct investment, and that is why it has received the third position. In 2019, it got a ninth position, and there was a substantial increase in FDIs from, if you compare that with the 2018. So it is very clear from the data that this WhatsApp message, what it is trying to implicate, is very unjustified when we compare that with the real data. This data is based on sentiments and the opinions, and this data is a strong data. I hope you're clear on this, and if you find this video informative, please consider sharing this video and subscribing my channel. And at last, it is always great to learn something new, so keep learning. Bye bye.